Hello, my name is Charlene DeChico. It is with sincere passion that I am eager to learn about people, culture, true history, and the overall human experience. Join with me as I embark on this journey. This is your Community Spotlight.
Thank you to our diabetes team. I appreciate you, and I know our community does as well. So let's give them a round of applause.
Today we're at the Healthy Heart event, sponsored by the diabetes program. We're giving flu and COVID shots right now. We are also, all the satellite clinics will be also have the flu and COVID. So come on down to any one of our clinics plus Elbowwoods and get your flu or your COVID.
All right, my name is Justin. I'm the community registered dietitian at the diabetes program. And today at the nutrition table, we have our black bean brownies that we've done for the past few years. And in our cooking classes that we do every month, we always make small adjustments to the ingredients that we put in our recipes so that we're able to make them more nutritious and help prevent chronic disease. So our black bean brownies, we have the recipe here and some taste tests. The black beans provide more fiber and protein, so it kind of helps with our blood sugars when we're enjoying a sweet treat like that. We also have information on nutrition label reading. So all packaged foods and drinks are going to contain a nutrition label, and the more familiar we are with reading the information, we're able to make more informed decisions on what would be a good choice for our body.
I'd just like to say a little bit about the American Heart Association and kind of a little bit of what they have to say about women and their heart health and heart attacks. So on their website, they say that about every 40 seconds in the U.S., a heart attack occurs. And that heart disease is the #1 killer of women in the United States, and that oftentimes women chalk up the symptoms to less threatening conditions such as Ms. Hall said, acid reflux, flu, normal aging. So, you know, a lot of people think that they're going to know, yes, I'm having a heart attack, but the signs may not be obvious or might be confusing, especially for women. So, if you have any of the signs that I'm going to talk about, it's a good idea to call 911 and get to the hospital right away, because I always say it's better to just check it out. If it's just acid reflux, great, but it's better to know than to avoid going to the hospital and it being something worse. So an uncomfortable pressure, squeezing, fullness, or pain in the center of your chest that may last more than a few minutes or go away and come back. Pain or discomfort in one arm or both arms, and a lot of times we'll say that women present a little bit differently. Sometimes with our heart attack symptoms, you might get some pain on the right side. So you might get pain in your back, neck, jaw, or stomach, shortness of breath, with or without chest discomfort. Other signs, as Ms. Hall stated, she had sweating, so breaking out in a cold sweat, nausea, and lightheadedness. As with men, women's most common heart attack symptom is chest pain or discomfort. Some women having a heart attack describe upper back pressure that feels like squeezing or a rope being tied around them. Women may have other symptoms that are typically less associated with a heart attack, such as anxiety, shortness of breath, upset stomach, pain in the shoulder, back, or arm, and an unusual tiredness and weakness. So, like I said, it's better to just be on the safe side and just get it checked out. Don't wait. So our next speaker is Ms. Rhonda Medicine Crow. She is the Native Connections Program Director at Elbowwoods Memorial Health Center.
So as I said, my name is Rhonda Medicine Crow. I am a member of the Walker Paiute tribe in Sierra Nevada. We're also known ages of 12 up to young adult 24. Eat healthy, look out for your nutrition, make sure physical activity is a part of your lifestyle. It's not just medication, it's just not the counseling, but it really is what we're putting into our body. So here we have to make that extra effort to make sure that we're eating all our food groups, that our plates do look colorful. All day long on social media, as the kids are flipping through TikTok, if they didn't delete their app because they got banned and then came back, as they're flipping through those, or Facebook, they're seeing an idea of what beauty standards are. A lot of us might not fit what westernized people think is beauty. We have our own style, we have our own look, but when we're constantly faced with that social media component in life, and it tells us, I should be 120 pounds at 5'6", I'm probably not going to be, but I can still be healthy. I can still be active. I can still eat nutritiously. I can still be physically active. That doesn't take away from who I am. And we see this when we see kids with their loss of identity and culture. We see it through the historical trauma that's affected our Native American people today. Sometimes our youth think, if they're not out there dancing at the powwow, it takes away from their identity. They think if they're not wearing, the ribbon skirts, or they don't have a shawl, they don't have a clan, they don't have an Indian name, they really feel the impact and they feel like it takes away from who they are. And these are not flaws in our kids today. These are our beauty and what makes us different and unique. I think that we're very blessed to be in MHA Nation with our wonderful diabetes program, Pro-Manda, North segment, all the different segments who are building these buildings that are housing, free gyms and weight centers and pools. We're in a very blessed situation. So how can we all make a difference? Partner with leaders and families to ensure programs are community driven. What does the MHA community want to see in their schools? It's us here, the community members, the family members, the clans, the society. It takes each and every one of us to come together to decide what's best for our children. How can we empower them? How can we let them know that their culture is alive and well and thriving? So it takes us to be able to say, hey, we need to send our people out to each of the segments so that people know what the diabetes program does. So when they go into other segments and they go check and see what the school's serving the kids and how important it is, and every time I go to the schools, they always say, oh, are you going to give us a shot? Just check their blood sugar. And I'm like, no, that's the other Elderwood team. They're like, it's okay if you give me a shot. I did it before. So it's great to see that our program is getting out there to the schools. I can't tell you enough how much the schools, the teachers, just get excited when we're able to go to school and teach the kids anything MHA culture. I know a lot of you guys have something to offer our schools, our programs, our youth. That's why I say you're so valuable. Everybody in here, you're needed. Whether you're a cowboy, a farmer, a dancer, a cultural leader, a community champion, you guys all have something to offer our kids. And I would say I thank our elders for surviving, because your survival is causing our kids to thrive today. But we need your voices. We need you at the table. We need you guys volunteering in the schools. We don't have to be scared to teach our children our ways, our culture, our language. It doesn't have to be that way anymore. So we really feel strongly about it's our job and our duty to create this great mental health awareness in our youth, preventing suicide, preventing substance abuse and misuse every single day. So this Healthy Hearts is very near and dear to my heart. I applaud all our elders and everybody over 50 for being here, being present, and making sure each other are safe and healthy, making sure that you guys are living a good, healthy life, being physically active, taking an interest in your health, because you guys are desperately needed. You guys are wanted, you guys are thought of. There's not enough of us to go around at times, so we just thank you guys for being here. Again, I'm Rhonda Besson-Crow. I'm the Native Connections Director. Go Wits!
Hi, my
My name is Sarah Medicine Crow. I work for the Native Connections program at Elbow Woods Memorial Health Center. I work for youth ages 12 to 24 on suicide prevention and substance misuse prevention. We do education in the schools, and we also have our Youth Are Sacred groups in Newtown and Mandaree. We do community QPR trainings, and we also like to promote our 988 number, which is a national mental health crisis phone number that you can call if you or somebody you know is going through a mental health crisis. Today we actually are excited to have our director speak at today's event. She's going to be talking about cardiovascular health and how mental health impacts our physical health, and specifically in regards to youth. So I also wanted to pass it to one of our a special guest that I have beside me. She can introduce herself to you.
Hello, I am Victoria Held, and I am part of the Youth Are Sacred. I go to school at Newtown. I am an 8th grader at Newtown Middle School, and I am Vice President of the Youth Are Sacred. And I am Amanda, Hidatsa, Urkra, Hachin.
Yes, and we also have another youth I wanted to shout out. You can tell us your name.
I'm Jesse Stricker. I go to Youth Are Sacred, 8th grade. I'm MHA and Sue, and I go to Newtown.
My name is Cindy, and I'm with the CHR program in Newtown. We do transportations and home visits for, we do most like elderly as well, and medication deliveries. If someone can't get their medication and they need somebody to deliver it, we do that. We also do like car seat installation for if a little one needs a car seat, we can provide and give you classes on how to install it properly. We also do like health promotions. So I did one last month with the Elders Bingo. I went over there and introduced myself. So if anybody would like to get a hold of us, our number is 701-627-4340, and give us a call and we can help you with, we can try to help you with what you need.
So our next speaker is Ms. Susan Hall. Let's give her a round of applause.
I had a heart attack every morning. Louder? Okay. And every morning I get to look at my big scar in the front of my chest that goes from sternum to my stomach. So I got ready and I went to Bismarck. I would recommend that for anybody. But I went to go to Bismarck and I checked into the hospital and they told me I was having another heart attack and that they were going to keep me. They said, "Do you want blood thinners?" And I said, "Yes." So they said, "Well, we're going to have to keep you. We're not going to send you home because if something should happen, we want you right here." So I stayed in the hospital there for a week just to get my blood thinner out, and then they took me down for surgery. I wasn't thinking about my job, wasn't thinking about my church, wasn't thinking about anything but my stomach. I went to sleep and woke up and was on pain. They had opened my chest. They said that they took part of my chest and raised it over so that they get to my heart. And they replaced, I think, 2 or 3 valves or cleaned them out. And I was very blessed, very, very blessed. I feel a whole lot better, and I'm just going to keep trying. Lose weight, exercise.
Thank you, Ms. Susan Hall, for sharing your journey of healing with us and some of the ways that you're trying to improve your heart health and your overall wellness.
Either way, it's good to take a couple minutes if you've been sitting for over an hour and just stand up. Use those couple minutes to either walk, stretch, use the resistance bands, like I said, with your hand up. There's plenty of exercises, but it's great for your posture and for your metabolism, your mental health. If you can take that break and move around a little bit. So I'm gonna have Celeste just show us a little bit.
Diabetes program staff for putting so much time and dedication not only into this event, but to all the education and screening events that they provide for our community. We have Delia Hellingwolf and Lori Chapin-Barassi, who are med support assistants. They take care of all our scheduling, travel, some financial aspects, giving our patients reminder calls for their appointments. We have Jessie Small, she and Joshua Hart, they're two of our health education technicians, and they do such a great job coordinating our school screening for our students and then doing some screenings for our community. We have Amber Kirk, she is our STPI case manager, so she works with our kids of our Healthy Futures program, coordinating appointments with the parents and the students. And she just does so much to make sure that we are helping our kids with elevated A1Cs, implement healthy lifestyle changes, and get to their appointments. We have Miss Dee McKay, who is our RN nurse case manager. So she does all of our podiatry, nephrology clinics. She provides diabetes education on top of trying to get our patients resources in between. We have Celeste Hart, who's over here at our nutrition education table. She is our clinical registered dietitian. So she mainly works with our patients who have been diagnosed with diabetes, our gestational diabetes patients. She works with patients on, working with weight management. And she's also a certified diabetes clinical and education specialist. And then we have Justin Hart, who is our community dietitian. He does nutrition education for our Healthy Futures kids, and he also, just fills in whenever we need nutrition education for our adults. And then both Celeste and Justin do monthly cooking classes, so look out for those flyers. Those are always fun. And then we have Jacoby Jarsky, who is our current Good Health and Wellness in Indian Country grant manager. So she has done a phenomenal job working with all the different segments to get safer walking paths, kiosks, trash cans, and all sorts of things. And then she worked with some of our C-stores to get storage area for fresh vegetables. Also like to say thank you to our public health team. We have Sarah, Marilyn, we have Liz and Crystal from Elbowoods Public Health. So they're doing some vaccinations over there. So I want to thank you all for coming to our Heart Health event.
Okay, MHA Nation, that is the gist of what's been happening here today. They did serve lunch. There was bingo earlier. Going to bring you back to these brownies here because I'm going to have myself one of those. And maybe we will just close a little bit with Justin. We just listened to our speakers. We spoke a little bit earlier to some of the attendees here today, some of the organizations. And so last year you were here and we talked to you. And so what was the takeaway from last year? What did you guys learn? And when you had your follow-up meeting, what were you looking to do, maybe an extension of that this year?
Yeah, so we always have our event participants fill out surveys at the end of the event and give us their ideas. So we wanted to present the information in a couple different ways this year, so we incorporated bingo games where we can make it a little bit more fun to present some of that information. And a lot of people were wanting more information on stress too, so we had Susan and Rhonda. They were able to come in and talk about different ways that we can make those lifestyle changes to reduce our stress and help prevent cardiac events.
Great. And now, so Justin, you're over at the Diabetes Center, and let's talk a little bit about the gym and what it's like to, tell some of our viewers about the gym and how they can get involved with joining the gym.
Yep, so our gym is currently open just during business hours. We have a position open, so if anybody's interested in working as a program attendant, we'd like to keep our gym open until at least 10 p.m. every day.
So that's an open position then?
Yep, it's also a free gym. You can get your fitness assessment, which we have our health education techs. They check your blood pressure, cholesterol, glucose. You get an in-body scan to look at your body composition. They present of it's your ratio of muscle to fat, and then they just want to make sure it's safe for you to work out, and then we can kind of assess what we're doing in the gym and how it's affecting our body and our biometrics to make sure that it's improving.
Nice, and that beautiful track over there, so great for indoor guys. You can come on out and enjoy the track while the snow is on the ground. And then the other thing we wanted to ask you is for upcoming events and cooking classes. We know, and we've covered some of the cooking classes. What do you guys got coming up in the near future?
So for this month, we're doing a heart healthy cooking class, and then next month is nutrition month actually. So we have on March 25th, it's going to be our diabetes awareness day. So that's where you can come in and take the risk test to see if you're at risk for developing type 2 diabetes, but also pick up a healthy nutritious lunch and get the recipe and a container too, so that you're able to make lunches at home and bring those to work or school and make sure that your body's getting the nutrients that it needs.
For sure, and you know, I've picked up myself one of those handy dandy lunch containers, I guess you would call it, and I certainly could use another one, so I got to make sure that I come on out for that.
Yep, March 25th will be our event. So.
March 25th. Okay, good. Well, we'll catch up with you and we'll talk more, and thank you for being a part of this event today.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So guys, I think we've gone pretty we've gone around and we talked to everyone, and we've even earlier we got to talk to the health center over here, and Marilyn was talking about the shots and the flu shot. And you know, the other thing we'll let you know is, and this is very MHA, we'll come over and talk to Fawn and Ethan here.
I'm Fawn Fedig. I'm the administrative officer for the MHA Parks and Reserve program. This is Ethan Whitecalf.
Hi, Ethan Whitecalf. I'm the superintendent of the MHA Tribal National Park. And yeah, it's a really exciting opportunity. The land was purchased south of the reservation, 2,100 acres roughly, and over the past few years we've turned it back into trust and expanded the boundaries of the reservation to include this land. So it's south of Lost Bridge, and we're planning on moving the sign. It says welcome to Fort Berthold, so it'll be about a mile further south. And yeah, this park was set aside for the purposes of preservation, conservation, recreation, and education. And so we're in the process of developing more trails. We have about a 2-mile trail right now, and this summer we're hoping to develop up to 10 miles of additional hiking trail. And yeah, we're not officially open, we're soft open. It's happening, we're excited, and we're working to have more events to get people out into the park space. And we'd love your feedback. We'd love people to tell us what they'd like to see in a park and what their thoughts on parks and public lands and conservation are. So yeah, we have a survey on our website, and we have social media. Follow us there.
Well, hi, I'm Mrs. Wool. I'm the assistant principal here at Edwin Loe Elementary, and we have reading night, and our theme is carnival. And in the cafeteria here, we have families eating. We got corn dogs, chips, carrots, and we have over yonder, we have Miss Abby. She's calling bingo numbers, and when you win a book. You need to read 20 minutes every night, every day, even on the weekends. And it grows your brain. It gets you better at reading and fluency and comprehension. We also have our kindometer over here. So, I don't know if you've ever seen our kindometer. If any one of the students gets does a kind act within the school without being prompted, and they just do it on their own, they get a ticket, and whoever wins the most tickets will get a prize for their class, like ice cream or pizza or whatever. So we encourage all of our students to be kind and spread kindness all over the school and within our community. Start over, and we will do we'll do a regular guys.
Did you win? You did? Awesome. What book are you going to pick?
Hi, I'm Laura Schmidt. I'm the reading coach at Edwin Loe Elementary School. Welcome to our reading night, Read, Ride, and Reach New Heights. Begin with simply dinner and bingo, and then as you come down the hallway, there's activities in each room. Each of our grade levels picked a picture book, and their activities and decorations go with that picture book. And we always have dancing. We're thankful to have the college here. And the highlight of the night is the book fair. We work with Scholastic Books and they send us, we work with our rep and then they send us books and boxes. And then we were lucky today to have our seniors from the Newtown High School to come over and help us set up for the book fair. In order for children to get better at reading, they need more exposure. They need to work on their comprehension and fluency. One way we do that is in our reading program called Success for All. Every student's required to read 20 minutes a night and fill out a simple read and respond, bring it back, and then each month they get a reward if they reach 90%.
The frosting, these are chocolates. Oh, really? Yes.
Well, we're having our annual reading night where we go ahead and bring in the whole community with all different fun games and prizes, and just go ahead and bring awareness of reading to all of our fine people of all walks of life. I'm John Telstrow, and I'm a reading teacher, and I also do PE. Do some robotics, which is also going to be coming up here in April.
Oh, hey, you're a student here. This is the reading night. What do you think of this so far?
It's good.
Yeah, what grade are you in?
6.
And so, did you do the stuff in this room?
Yeah, almost. I'm on my 3rd. When I win a prize, I go around, I get all them, then I win a prize over there.
I'm the principal here, and I think it's important that we have this reading night because it brings all of our parents, students, teachers, community all together for a night to celebrate all of the reading that the kids have done this year. Plus this month we've been doing extra reading, and this is kind of our way to celebrate the last end of the month. We have a big celebration, and this time it is all about amusement parks. So the whole hallway is set up in amusement parks, and it's just been a really fun night. It brings everybody together, and that's the most important part, is that families, community, teachers, students, we're all together doing the right thing.
Many people have been touched by addiction, either directly or indirectly. Join us as we educate and break the stigma associated with addiction. Together, we can start a revolution and bring the disease out of the darkness and into the light.
I was 26 years old. I was sitting in my truck in the parking lot of a movie theater getting high.
I was an outcast my whole life, like I didn't know where I belonged.
Knocking my head against the wall over and over and over again.
Until I came to Narcotics Anonymous. I heard a message that made my ears pop.
People who I can relate to and identify with. Managed to heal relationships, start families, and be happy with life.
Drug problem? We can help. We've been there. Narcotics Anonymous.
Are you addicted to drugs? Narcotics Anonymous can help. If you are interested in Narcotics Anonymous and cannot make it to a physical meeting, or are wanting to experience the Fellowship of Recovering Addicts online, visit virtual-na.org to learn more about online meetings and meetings over the phone.